Hey, welcome. This is actually my first upload because I decided to post some Dead by Daylight commentary myself as a Prestige 100 Sadako, and in this round, as you can see, I'm playing as Adam Francis, and I got actually a Sadako as the killer, and I don't think I made them very happy. In fact, the killer was just chasing me initially. You're going to see it here, because I didn't realize it was Sadako. I didn't notice the TV, but then I walk over here. I thought there was like a generator checking it, and then I saw this ghost. I was like, oh shit, so let me run away here, right? So usually what I try to do when I go against a Sadako is of course keep as much distance as I can, because she doesn't really have any more power than that. I kind of forgot to get a tape though. I know that's very important. I do that a little later on. But for now I'm just kind of looping her normally. Nothing too crazy or special going on here. And that's also the thing, because eventually she's going to stop chasing me and going for my teammates. But I noticed that every time she hooked the teammate, she would just leave and find someone else. But ultimately when she finally gets me, right? She ain't even leaving the hook anymore. She hits me a couple times. She not leaving the hook, and my teammates also not finishing the final gen. So it was pretty messed up. That's when I realized, this is not gonna end well. I did manage to finish the final gen ultimately myself, so my teammates could escape. So they're welcome, I guess. In the end, only one escaped, but if I didn't do that generator, maybe nobody would have escaped unless they found the hatch, because it was just so silly, man. You know how that goes when you play in public and you're like noticing that your teammates aren't really helping you properly, or they don't know what to do. So here I finally grabbed the tape, right? But I also actually noticed, as you probably will see yourself, is that this Sadako doesn't really seem to teleport all that much, or if ever. And in the end, I noticed they were a Prestige 5 player, so they know about it, but for some reason I guess they just didn't care to ever use their power. So me personally, when I play Sadako, even though I'm like Prestige 100, I do teleport, but I actually usually also refrain from doing it, mostly because I don't want to condemn the people I go up against all the time. Sometimes I will just go for it, kind of mess around with that power, but usually I also find it kind of boring, I suppose, just to teleport around and then get the condemned kill, and to know that, this person wasn't even hooked and I instantly killed him like that. Always feels kind of mean, man, not gonna lie. It doesn't really feel that great to be on the receiving end either. So here I noticed that the Fang Min was also not going for the save, so I had to go to quickly rescue him before second stage. Now what I should have done here is heal this guy, obviously, but you see, I had this feeling that Sadako was coming back to the same hook, and I think I guessed right, as you can tell. Yeah, she put the guy on the hook I just saved someone else from, but then she also instantly finds David that I just rescued, so he was fucked again. That's where it slowly starts to look a little bad, I suppose. You see, I guess I could have tried to take a hit for him to go back and take the chase, but at the same time I was like, what's the point? We need to try and get these gens done as well, because ultimately you're gonna see where it's gonna go downhill so rapidly. Nobody doing gens when they could have easily finished the gens while I was on a hook. Messed up, man. So here I save him, and I was thinking, that bubble, man, when person gets hooked is so huge I can't see if the killer's coming my way. Then I noticed there's Sadako, so I ran away hoping that maybe she goes for me, but no. I guess she knew that this guy was there, but I take the attention, right? I notice she's going for him. I'll just walk in front of her. She actually misses that attack entirely. I was like, what? How did you even miss that? I don't know, but I'll take it. So here we just use this pallet in the middle of the road. This is a safe one. And I had a challenge throwing pallets while the killer chases you. So here we go on this chase, right? This is gonna be really funny, because it is one of those chases again where she's just unable to get me. And I think that's starting to piss her off more and more when I'm like, well, what's going on? Because honestly, dude, I only play killer for the most part. Here she already leaves me, and so when I play survivor, I am not a great looper at all. So every time it happens, I get more and more nervous, thinking, oh, this is going so well. I need to keep this up though. I gotta keep it up, and I get kind of nervous. So here I thought, is the generator done in the basement here? Let me check. And we're gonna see here that it was not done, it wasn't finished, so I'll try to quickly push that generator as the killer is busy with other people. So this one guy is gonna die on the hook now, sadly for him. It was his death hook, so here I'm working on the generator. A couple of times the heartbeat will go off. And then I let go slightly at times, because I'm kinda nervous, right? If Sadako suddenly comes down this basement, I gotta go to that pallet that we still have up down here to try and buy distance again, but I know she's after Feng Min, so it's okay. I was just praying like, oh, Feng Min, please don't come to this basement. You ever have that? Where you are like doing a generator, your teammates rush straight at you with the killer while you're on death hook. That's the worst one. And I know I did this actually at the start of the round. I don't know if you noticed it, but when I first saw Sadako and she started to chase at me, eventually when I left the house, I ended up walking towards a generator, not realizing that someone was working on it, and that's when she stopped chasing me and went for the David. So I kind of did it myself there, but it was still the start of the game anyway, so then it's not as terrible, you know, the feeling. But when you're on death hook and teammates start looping the killer straight to you, you're like, dude, please, for the love of God, take the killer somewhere else. But yeah, if you're not on commentaries, you can't really tell them, right? So it's always risky business, man, playing this game solo. Well, at this moment I saw this Feng Min was on the hook, right? And I saw David King stopped doing his generator. So I figured I'm going to finish mine, and as that happened, the killer already found him, because otherwise I would have gone for the save. But as you're gonna see here, the killer is going to find me again, or perhaps I was the one that found her, because I walk out of this building now and I see Sadako coming this way. Look, there she is. So I wait a little bit and I'm like, okay, here we go again. Is she gonna hit me this time? No, of course she won't hit me again. I don't know what happened here. I normally don't have this much luck where a killer just, for whatever reason, is unable to hit me at all. Like, I just walk around, away. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go into the building. I mean, what else can we do? And then with the building, we have a window that I can make. Go straight for it and just jump through it. And it's like, oh yeah, let's go. Is the killer still following me? Yep, they are. So now we're gonna mess around with this weak-ass pallet that I don't even know how I didn't get hit again. It's kind of funny. I can see why she got so pissed off with me, I guess. Because here I am, throw the pallet and then walk away, quick. Buy the distance, quick. And I'm like, oh, there's another pallet near the car. That's still up. Okay, we'll use that as well. But as you can see, my teammates, okay, they're still healing right now. But after the healing, they should have finished the generator. But they stopped doing it. They work on it for a little bit and then they stop. Here I kind of fucked up for them, because they were apparently healing in this corner and I walked the killer straight towards them. But hey, the killer's still on me, unable to hit me. This is kind of comical. Because again, I have no idea why the killer had such trouble trying to get a hit in. Yeah, I dropped the pallet again. I'm like, okay, gotta get out of here now. So, where are we gonna go now? Oh, I see another window that I can use, so I just jump straight for it. There, let's go. She can't hit me, still, nothing. But here, in a bit, this is where I'm gonna make my mistake. Here, we're still good. I'm gonna throw this pallet down. And then, wait. Yeah, I circled around here and then jumped over the pallet again. Because I was like, she can't hit me. Nope, she didn't. Here I fucked up. You see, here I ran back too fast. Because I was assuming she's gonna circle around. Here she missed me though. However, I was starting to feel bad and I didn't want to lose my tape. So I just jumped into the locker. So she couldn't take, she couldn't give me the condemned stack. So however, she wasn't even playing for condemned, so I actually shouldn't have bothered at all. And kept running and take the hit, but this is the part, as you can see, where things go straight to hell. Nobody's doing a fucking gen. I was like, why is nobody doing a generator? And like, what is they doing? David is trying to help me here, but the killer is now gonna camp me. Probably because now that I realize it, think about it actually, probably because they thought they're gonna finish the final gen in a moment, any moment now. But no, nobody's doing it, as you can tell. So here David is on the side of me. He's coming back and forth to the hook because for whatever reason he's too scared of saving me. All he had to do was, well, I guess take a hit and save me. That some survivors find it too scary, right? So he's just keeping the killer busy technically. And all the while I'm like thinking if Fang Min just finished the final gen, but what are they doing all the way in the background? They're just walking there against the wall. So I was like, what are they doing? I think in one moment they're doing something with the tapes, right? Which wasn't even fucking necessary. They didn't have any condemned stacks, nothing. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna do tapes all quietly here while someone is dying on the hook and the other one is not even saving. So eventually Fang Min is going to be the one that saves me, which is kind of silly because she's also death hook. So it would have been better if it was David because she's gonna die now, just in a moment. Watch, she's gonna go for the save. At least thank you for that. Because me getting second stage there, when it was my first hook, always feels bad, man. You're like, oh, if the teammates were just a bit smarter. So here I realized, well, she's going after Fang Min, so nothing I can do there. I did remember there was a generator that was close to finished. I thought, well, it probably was this one. It was halfway done, over halfway. So I figured I'm just gonna slam this gen. If the killer comes to me right now after hooking, I'm just gonna die. I don't care anymore. I just want this final gen done, and then I'm okay with dying. Because after all, as a Prestige 100 Sadako, it actually is tradition for me to sacrifice myself to this killer, because I really like playing her myself. So usually when I play out with friends and we face this killer, if I manage to reach the end, I literally just sacrifice myself, walk up to her, just make noise, be like, okay, come get me. Here I tried to fast forward into the locker, but it kept going for the chest. But I made a slight error here. The exit gate is right next to me at this area of the map, and the teammate is there as well. I didn't realize that. I thought he was somewhere else entirely. But it's funny because even though he's right there, as you can see, she didn't bother going for him with no way, no one escapes death, right? No wet. So he was lucky there, because if she did, he would have been screwed as well. But no, he managed to get out, and yeah, I mean, at least one person survived. But she did seem a little pissed off at me with the hitting on the hook and then standing near the hook. Because all around she kept looking for others after hooking people, but then fine with me. It really seemed like, nope. You're not allowed to survive this one, buddy boy. You're gonna die. But that was great. It was a great round. But as you could see, it was Prestige 5, so... Again, I don't know why she had so much trouble hitting me.